forcefully take it from somebody.
Yeah, I actually, yeah.
Okay. So you advocate force. I'm glad we got to that.
I don't believe
okay.
Well, here's one thing.
See that? She's building agi. Building agi.
Exactly.
She's got that agi now. He advocates force. So now he can't do a whole big song and dance about how the capitalists are so forceful. They're forcing me into the... He can no longer do that without her going, but you advocate force. So what's the problem there? What's the problem there, big guy? What's the principle at hand?
Yeah. That was a really good move.
Socialists don't want to take your freaking toothbrush.
I
just want to say...
Take my home. I'd rather you take my toothbrush than my home.
No.
That whole person...
And the thing is...
But make a very good point.
Yeah, I love this section in Wheel of Living, where it's going over how, can't remember the main character's name. Kira, that's it. Yeah, of course, it's Peacock's daughter's name as well. Kira, where she has this like small apartment, and it keeps getting like divvied up to other people. It's like, well, we need actually more people to stay here. So like the rooms she has access to keep like shrinking until like every different room is a different apartment. Like that's exactly how this thing progresses, because they can't efficiently allocate resources. They got to just keep rationing it out in different levels.
Property thing. Listen, you could have my toothbrush. You can't have my house. I'm sorry.
You're not a property owner.
How do you know how many houses I have?
It's not what I'm saying. Vast majority of housing is not owned by individual people. It's owned and maintained by corporations.
Not true.
Even that is incorrect.
Yeah, that's not true. People talk about like BlackRock. They don't actually mean BlackRock, by the way. But the company they think they mean. Tiny portion of the rental properties in the US. Most of it is private landlords. Vast majority of it is private landlords. In fact, Sigma Hamster has another graphic about this, so definitely go check him out.
I have the stats on that.
The name of the company?
Okay. So about 72% of housing.
Okay, here's the great place for the milquetoast capitalists. You guys love your stats. This is exactly where you guys come in. There we go.
Is owned by single-family owners, so owner-occupied. About the remaining 20-ish% is owned by investors. Now, when we say investors, we mean people that own 2 to 9 houses. This could be your grandma that owns her house and her brother's house. That is the remaining 20%. The last, like, 2-ish%, that is, like, big BlackRock investors. So the majority of houses are owned by people living in them or by mom and pop.
How many homes are we talking about is what I'm saying.
I'm talking...
That's a set of homes. He just told you. He was giving you percentages of all homes. Like, what are you talking about, socialist?
Does he not know percentages?
He doesn't.
He also got the wrong name here, BlackRock, but whatever. The concept got across. Like, almost 80% of the houses are owned by not even investors, it's just like private people, right? Single family, just families, right? And then there's like these 20%, which we don't know how many of them are actually by grandmas, for instance, like boomers that have more houses, like a summer house for summer vacation and whatnot. But even then, it's such a tiny percentage. 2% and maybe some more, let's say 5%, that's 7%. How much do you, let's say we nationalize everything like that, right? And redistribute it. How much would that actually solve the problem? It wouldn't at all.
Yep.
Yeah, and also like the name is Blackstone, I think, not Black.
Yes.
Yeah, people conflate them a lot. I think, but like it's not really
very similar names. I can't really blame them that much.
I mean, it's similar to how people think like Palantir is like they think what they do is like spy on people. Not really. Palantir is a data analysis company, and people don't want Palantir in the NHS right now because they think it's like, well, that means spy tech. Not really. They build software for clients to analyze data more efficiently. That's what Palantir does. That is the job of Palantir.
Yeah, the people who do the spying are the MI6 and...
Yeah, they do provide software to those sorts of people, but like that's not causing that thing to happen.
Don't approve of their cooperation with the government, though.
Yeah, I don't like their business model, but like they're not the people doing the spying. People are misplacing the blame. And like if Palantir was hired by the NHS, in fact, we know that deaths would go down because they've already looked at this in places where Palantir has been accepted into the healthcare systems. Because they're just better at data analysis than other people. They just are. Okay, they make good software.
They also have some prime schizos on their Twitter.
Yeah, they're like the guy is like a Jarvanite. Like he speaks exactly what Jarvan speaks, like the Piffle Field guy.
Yeah.
Not a huge fan of Jarvan.
Yeah. Let's continue.
I'm telling you the percentages
But the percentage
of all of the houses.
there needs to be a number there, though. So.
There needs to be a number there.
mean?
What are you talking about? So your contention with him is I want you to tell me how many houses are in the US right now. Like, why is that a contention? What does that contend? Like, what are you even talking about? This guy, he's rising up my list of most hated people. He's rising.
The thing is, I think he wants to do the following tactic, like, oh, so it's this 2% or however many there are, right, that he doesn't like. Oh, this maps to 1,000 houses, 1,000,000 houses, or whatever, right, this number. He's like, oh, no, it should actually be just 5,000. Oh, it should just be this number. Why? It's going to be exactly like that. He tries to say, okay, no, we're going to have this density, like the good central planner he is.
Economic inequality is the root of most social problems.
Ugh.
If you agree with the prompt, step forward.
Good.
We gotta listen to the socialists.
I
Yeah.
guess I can go. I think if you look at all the problems that cause social harm in society, you can regress like crime, you can regress domestic violence.
Hold on, pause. Crime. So you said domestic violence. That's the same thing as crime. So the idea that crime is caused by poverty, no. In fact, I've been very poor before, and it didn't make me want to shove old ladies off of subway platforms onto oncoming trains. No, at no point in my journey did I want to do that, no matter how poor I was. Fabian Liberty tells the story of how he used to be literally homeless, and he didn't have any food for 3 days, I think it was. And at no point did he, start shoving old ladies off of subway platforms. Crime is not caused by poverty. Poverty is caused by crime. He's reversing cause and effect there. This is related to my thesis for the video, the poverty is a choice video. It's reversing cause and effect. It's not that you are poor and therefore you commit crimes. It's you commit crimes. You're the sort of person who commits crimes and therefore you end up poor. That's the way around it goes. It's not that economic inequality causes crime. That's just false.
And let's also pinpoint the fact that this comes from a very specific place. If I'm not mistaken, isn't this just coming straight up of dialectal materialism?
Yes, it's your economic class is determining your actions.
Exactly. We should point this out because these all come. Most of these things come from the same errors. It's the same error class. This is, for instance, this one is just a specific.